Hello and welcome to Pitch Perfect Baseball, where today I will be discussing my predictions through 100 games for the American League. I already did the National League. If you want to see the National League, you can see that. Also in this video, I will announce my predictions for the World Series between the National League pennant winner and the American League pennant winner. So let's start with the American League East. In 5th place, I have the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore has just not done enough. They appear to be sellers at the deadline. They haven't played very well this season. They did just sweep Toronto, but not good enough to get them higher. In 4th place, Tampa Bay. Tampa has been an interesting team, that's for sure. They have either looked really good or really bad. There's no in the middle with them. I don't think they would end up making the playoffs. In 3rd place, I have the New York Yankees. The Yankees being led by Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole. Their pitching has been really good. Luke Weaver has looked good this year. Their hitting outside of Judge has not been great. In 2nd place, I have the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have done a really good job this season when they haven't had to battle injuries. Jarren Duran got hurt. Tristan Casas got hurt. There's been a lot of injuries this year. That has hurt them. But in 1st place, I have the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto has just hit their stride recently. They've been streaking up, which is always a good thing to see for them. Toronto has pitched well. They've hit well. That's why I have them in 1st place. Now let's move on to the Central. 5th place, I have the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox aren't very good. Their pitching is bad. Their hitting is bad. They might sell Luis Robert at the deadline, which would make it pretty much impossible for them to make the playoffs. Now, in 4th place are the Minnesota Twins. The Twins, very similarly to the White Sox, they seem to be sellers at the deadline. Minnesota is going to try to be sellers at the deadline, and if so, I don't think they're going to do anything in the playoffs. In 3rd place, the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland has all the pieces to the puzzles, I feel, but just they haven't really clicked together. They haven't put the puzzle together, and I feel like they're really close, but they haven't gotten there yet. In 2nd place are the Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt has had a really good season. Definitely one of the better shortstops in the American League. The pitching has been okay. Their bullpen has been okay. But it's been offensively for them. They've done very well. In 1st place, I have a team that has dominated the division. They led the MLB for a while with the best record. I had the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers just need to keep it going. Players like Javi Baez and Tarik Skubal have done really, really well this season. Can the rest of the team rally around them? We'll see. All right, now we'll head to the West. We'll start with Oakland, who just, since they moved out of the Coliseum, they haven't looked good. There hasn't been a lot of fans in there. I haven't been there, but it seems like the energy just isn't in their stadium. So definitely interesting. Mason Miller might get traded at the deadline. I haven't heard much about him, but if I was the Athletics, I would be looking into trading Miller. All right, in 4th place are the Angels. Mike Trout has had a good season, but other than that, not a great team. In 3rd place, led by Corey Seager, you have the Texas Rangers. Jacob deGrom has had a really good year. Corey Seager has had a good year, but can the rest of the team rally around them? In 2nd place, led by Big Dumper himself, is the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners are a team that hit a lot of home runs. Their pitching isn't wonderful. The Mariners just need to hit a bunch of home runs. And in 1st place, I have the Houston Astros, especially if it looks like they're going to be doing big stuff at the deadline tomorrow. I think this team could be very good. Now, let's talk about the playoff picture. In the 3 division winners from 1, 2, and 3 would be Toronto as the 1 seed, Houston as the 2 seed, and Detroit as the 3 seed. And then your 4, 5, and 6 seed would be Boston at the 4 seed, New York at the 5 seed, and Seattle bringing up the rear. The first matchup would be between New York and Boston. The winner of this series would play the Blue Jays. Red Sox would play at home for those 3 games, and I think the Red Sox are able to leg this one out. Just because The Yankees bullpen has not been good this season, and I think Boston can do enough to exploit that. In the other matchup, it would be Detroit and Seattle. I have Detroit in this one. Detroit is hit better. If Skubal pitches in one of those games, I think it gives Detroit a massive advantage. So in the next round, you have Boston playing Toronto and Houston playing Detroit. I have Boston beating Toronto. I think this would come down to all 5 games, but I think the Red Sox just have a better team if they're not injured. When it comes to injuries, the Red Sox have had a really hard year in a way that a lot of teams haven't. So we'll see if Toronto can take advantage of that. Now, Detroit and Houston. This would be a really interesting series. I think Detroit would win this series just because of Skubal and just because of Riley Green and just because of Javi Baez. But I think that would be a really interesting series to see, and I think Houston would have a shot. I think this one would go to 4 or 5 games. I think it would be a very fun series. Now, the American League Championship Series, I have Detroit beating Boston. This one would go to 6 or 7 games. I really think it would be an interesting series. You have Skubal on the mound, you'd have Crochet on the mound. Very fun series between the Tigers and Red Sox, but we'll see if that happens. All right, now some spoiler alerts for my National League video. If you don't want to hear who I have to win the pennant in the National League, go and watch that video and then come back. But I had the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the pennant. It would be between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers in the World Series. And I honestly think the Dodgers are just a better team. I think they're the best team in the National League. I think they're the best team in the MLB. I think once you get... The way that you beat the Dodgers is by just scoring more runs than them. The Dodgers have a very good offense, but their bullpen is not very good. So you have to just keep scoring on them, get their starters out of the game. And you have guys like Yamamoto who pitch well. You have guys like... You have a bunch of guys who pitch well on that team. But I think the Dodgers would be able to leg this one out over Detroit. Detroit's a good team, though. And Detroit definitely would have a shot. I think this one will go to 6 games, if I had to take a guess. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And I will see you next time.